My name is George Knapp. I'm an investigative reporter based in Las Vegas. In 1992, I was fortunate to meet a man named Colonel Philip Corso, and over the course of several months, he told me his incredible story. This was a full 5 years before anyone else in the UFO community had ever heard of him. It took 4 years to get Corso to grant me a formal interview. In 1996, I traveled with a group of investigators to Corso's home in Florida, and I recorded the interview on video. Very little of it has ever been shown in public, and until now, no one has seen the entire encounter.
It was just a little piece. It was big, and then Wilbur Smith gave us another piece that came from Canada. Mm-hmm. And the MIT, was a Lincoln lab up there, they analyzed it for it. They were doing the analysis. Mm-hmm. And they gave us a report to the end of the line. So Trudeau calls me and has a report there. Mm-hmm. He says, "You're team chief. Right. Get yourself some of the best engineers and go see anybody that thinks they can do it." Right. Then he made the statement, bigger than Los Alamos. He said, "Phil, this is bigger than Los Alamos." Hmm. And you know, you can see why.
Any idea who at Lincoln Labs might have been involved? Or?
No. Now, I used to go up there, but I don't remember. Now, when I wrote to them and asked them for the information, so I used to take this there, they said, yes, we got people to remember that, but none of the people that actually worked on it are here anymore. And remember, part of your contract was that we send everything back and you get no file copies. Mm-hmm. I have the letters up there that I wrote to them asking them. And it was a nice answer, you know, they didn't hold it back from them.
You say you also had reports on bodies, on alien bodies?
That came from Walter Reed.
Were they pretty, I mean, they definitely said not that these were genetic humans or something.
No, here's what, the report, the thing that I was mostly interested in the report was the two lobes in the brain. There are two lobes there. Mm-hmm. And this movie showed part of that. They didn't know what they had, though.
Right.
There was two lobes in the brain, interconnected. And also, the lid. That's where I got the information on the extra lid. Extra eyelid. And we figured that extra eyelid was nothing more than a something like our night viewing device. You know, filtered light.
Mm-hmm. Did the actual autopsies get done at Walter Reed?
They did this particular autopsy, the paper that I had.
Physically at Walter Reed?
I don't know if it done physically there or not, I couldn't tell you.
But the report came out of Walter Reed?
The report came out of our laboratory. We financed that laboratory.
Yeah. Now, so it was the laboratory, that
we financed.
Medical...
Yeah. Medical.
Yeah. No, there's an R&D portion and the hospital itself.
Yeah, this was an R&D portion. We financed that particular thing. It was our money.
But did they specifically say it was extraterrestrial?
Oh, yeah.
What year? Was it in the 47, 48 time frame?
When they did the autopsy, it was in the 50s, early 50s.
Oh, okay.
No, later 50s. Later 50s. That's another report.
You had said that the material had sat in files for like 13 years, and then you looked at it. I mean, was nothing done with it in that time period, or?
Nothing as far as I know. There was these reports in there. See, I scrounged this material out in 1960. And I started to scrounge it out.
You weren't really familiar with it before then?
Oh, no. I didn't do this at the White House. The White House, it was raw information on this particular subject. Because the White House, for example, I was in charge of the policy group on giving aid to Turkey. Mm-hmm. I had the Faulkner Freedom Corps. I don't know if you know what that means, what that is. President Eisenhower handed me that personally and said, get this going. What it was, we were going to take all the foreign groups, like the labor service groups in Germany, mm-hmm. and put them in uniform of their own military, their own countries, and arm them, and give them their own flags and everything. In Germany. And Kennan and Bowen killed it.
I see.
But anyway, Eisenhower gave me that. They said that the president got sick, went to Colorado someplace, and had that heart attack. And they convinced the Secretary of Defense and some other people that Eisenhower didn't want it. And later Eisenhower told Charles Kirsten, the congressman, that he thought that was a great thing. They lied. And the thing, the Secretary of Defense just sat on it. Nothing ever happened.
Right.
And give you a little example. when I was Inspector General, I used to inspect the labor service units in Germany, and one day I inspected the Polish unit. And I didn't know this was there then. I saw this. This is the start of 59.
I meant about the UFO.
No. I'll tell you, I never discussed this with the president. Mm-hmm. Now, I didn't go there like I told you last night. I didn't go there that often. It was not like Norris said, you call the president on the phone, you get out, you go to his office. It wasn't like that at all. When he called me, it was usually through the special assistant to the president, and we went in together. Like I said at their hearings on MIAs, it wasn't a deal that I had entree to his office all the time. It didn't work that way.
Right.
I never dare call the president on the phone. Like Norris said, those things don't happen like that.
And you were in 05 at the time? Lieutenant Colonel?
Yeah, Lieutenant Colonel when I went to the White House.
Yeah.
So it didn't work that way.
Right.
You remember people said Lieutenant Colonels make the policy? They get this, they're the scribes with a pencil in the hand.
Yeah.
And I actually was chairman of working groups, the policy working groups.
Right.
See, Turkey, I'll tell you about that because we gave them so much equipment that we ruined their economy. We had to give them another $300 million, and I worked on that.